ring the bell, sound the alarms. Your world champions are back with you all on a Tuesday, and happy WrestleMania week, everybody. I'm here with my fellow world champions. Man up, enjoy, gentlemen. Happy WrestleMania week to you.
Happy WrestleMania week to you too.
Yeah, we gonna get into a little bit of WrestleMania talk. We're gonna go down memory lane a little bit to talk about some stuff from WrestleMania's past. We're gonna change things up a little bit this year and how we do our predictions. We're gonna try and do it in a this or that format. We'll see if you guys like this. We're gonna see if you guys like it. But also, you guys stay tuned. I found something very special for you all for WrestleMania week. So make sure you guys stay tuned because this is gonna be a good one. In the meantime, man, let's say hi everybody. Then we're gonna jump into it. We got a lot of stuff to cover.
Alrighty. Mendoza Craft Bells, you've been here for a long time. We saw it. We saw that. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, he checked in like 45 minutes ago. So what's up?
Oh, here, what it do? What it do?
Wrestling guy.
Here. Wrestling Bunkers, I'm sorry. How you doing?
Wrestling Bunkers, what's up?
This one for you, Cedric.
Let's see if Cedric gets possessed by the spirit of Austin 316 tonight. Man, hey, that dude, that doggone figure had me going around freaking Walmart, man. That was an experience, man. Hey, if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go check out the video on YouTube and on Instagram and on Facebook. Make sure you check that out, man. Yeah, that doggone figure, boy, had me doing all kinds of stuff. Oh snap, we got a Bourne sighting. Bourne, what's going on, brother? It's been a while. It's been a while, but yeah, we're gonna jump into it. We got a lot of stuff to cover. This is WrestleMania 41. Let's just say, don't be knocking. I'm not knocking Walmart. I'm just saying that figure was on the shelf, and that figure had me doing things that I normally wouldn't do. I'm just saying.
I don't know what you're talking about, WrestleMania. I can't wait to see the Mega Powers explode. You know, Macho Man. There's no way he'll lose the World Wrestling Federation Championship to that loser, Hulk Hogan.
Of course, we're talking about WrestleMania.
It'll never happen.
It never happened. Oh man, but yeah. So, we're gonna dive into. We're doing something a little different. I hope you guys like it. So let me go ahead and bring it up. So this or that WrestleMania, guys. All right. So as we know, we're at WrestleMania 41, but we're gonna go back a little bit. We're gonna go all the way back to WrestleMania 1. With our first one. So all right, so for WrestleMania 1, the championship on the left was the belt that was the tag team belt that was debuted that debuted at WrestleMania. It was the first sighting of this belt at WrestleMania was this one. All right, and the ever popular Bulldog tag debuted at WrestleMania. Debuted before his first WrestleMania appearance was at WrestleMania 2. I hope I'm saying that right. All right, yeah. So the first appearance at WrestleMania was at WrestleMania 2 for the Bulldog tag. At WrestleMania 1, Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov beat the U.S. Express for the WWF Tag Team Championship. At WrestleMania 2, the British Bulldogs beat the Dream Team for the WWF Tag Team Championship. So two belt designs, gentlemen. This or that?
You go ahead, Joey. Oh,
that.
Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that as well too. That's the reason why it's kind of brought back these days. Phonetic quotes, kind of. But yeah,
you gotta do both. It is what it is. It's a very definitely a very popular design. Real quick. Yeah, I know a lot of folks call this the Bulldog tag, whatnot. But the Bulldogs, of course, wasn't the first team to hold that version of the tag team titles. Do you guys know which team was the very first to hold that version of the title?
No, I do not. I do.
But I didn't know if I should say it or just wait. Till somebody in the audience says it.
Yeah. So if you guys know which tag team was the very first team to hold the Bulldog tag version of the WWF tag team titles, if you know, drop it in the comments. Joey, you said you know who it is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We got generic. We got something out there. Let's go to the comments real quick. Let's see what everybody think about.
A lot of comments going on.
Yep. Okay. Got Vaughn said this or that episode is always the best. Appreciate that, Vaughn.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Wrestling Bunker says that.
Okay.
Nesha says that. Karen Cross says okay.
Never
mind.
Nice.
Never mind.
Okay.
Good evening, Platinum. How you doing?
Uh.
This version reminds me of the NWA. This version, I should say, reminds me of the NWA National Tag Belts.
Yeah.
Bulldog tag. I love the nickel look. And we got a guest out there. Generic Jarvis says Dream Team.
The Dream Team. And you're wrong. You're actually wrong on that one. Madam, you say you don't know?
I don't.
Joey, go ahead and let them know who it was.
It was the U.S. Express.
It was
after they redefeated Volkov and the Sheik to regain him, they debuted the Bulldog tags.
Exactly. And when Winterman Thunder, yep, that's exactly right. Yeah, so when they dropped the belts to the Dream Team in August of 1985, it was the Bulldog tag that were dropped to them. So yeah, a little bit of WrestleMania trivia for you guys on tonight. All right. Also in WrestleMania 1, the very first title match at WrestleMania history was for the Intercontinental Championship. The champion at the time was Greg the Hammer Valentine. Okay, so and that was the Intercontinental Championship that he held. The classic IC title made its WrestleMania debut at WrestleMania 2. Of course, with Macho Man Randy Savage. Greg Valentine went against the Junkyard Dog at WrestleMania 1. Macho Man went against George the Animal Steel at WrestleMania 2. This is definitely going to be easy, this or that.
Wait, are we comparing the match or the belt?
No, not comparing. You're comparing the belt. You're comparing the belt.
Oh, okay.
You're comparing the belt.
Go ahead, Joey.
That this is ugly. Sorry, it is.
I kind of like that version of the IC, the OG, as a lot of people call it.
It's not even the original though. The original is on a red strap, another trophy belt.
Yeah, I know, but
all right. So so this or that, this or that. I'm sorry. I don't like this. Sorry. I had to show off. I'm sorry. This or that. I meant to have it right next to me, so I have to get up and get it. But yeah, of course that. Of course.
Yeah, that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this for me. I like them both. I really do. I like them both, but I'm gonna say this.
Yeah. That green ass, ugly ass green strap. I can't do it.
What, Joey? You can't do it.
No,
you can't do it. You can't do the green strap. No. What?
It's not even a nice green either. It's like a puke green.
I was actually
not a fan.
I was debating if I didn't get blue for my Bells and Belt, I'd have got green. I was thinking about it. So
post-match, I'll put up Platinum Swords comment.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's picking that.
Yeah.
But I see post-match vomit green.
Dang.
All right. Yeah. Russell Barker says that. Platinum says that. Generic says that. Vaughn says that. Nestor says that. Greg Valentine destroyed this, so we got that
later. And so we low-key want to thank Greg Valentine for doing that. So we were blessed with that. So thank you, Greg Valentine, for that. Also another title match that we had at WrestleMania was the Women's Championship. They kind of went against Wendy Richter. This was the belt at that show. We did not have another Women's Championship match at WrestleMania until WrestleMania 10 when Alundra Blaze defended the championship against Leilani Kai. So, and that's the version that she had. This or that?
I'm gonna go with
That.
this. This.
Man, all right, man. Where you going with this?
Well, I do like that light, subtle blue strap on it. And it kind of flows a lot better for me than that. You know, the side plates look the shape of them look a little off to me. So I'm gonna say this.
Okay, Joy.
No, it's definitely that. This has no color to the plates. It was an even tinier belt, and it just like I couldn't even. If you didn't have it up close there, I wouldn't even know what it said on it. Like as far as seeing it on TV and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of the pink strap on the later version, but I definitely prefer it. And I don't think the side plates look weird at all. I kind of think they work off the main plate there. And then there's actual flags on it, stuff like that, which I like, and a color, and there's color to it.
Sure. Yeah. I was never a fan of that ever. I appreciated the champion, but I didn't appreciate the strap. So I'm gonna go with this. There was a slightly bigger version that came after this. After this, it was bigger. It had a globe that was colored in, whatnot. That's the title that Moolah, Sherry Martel, Rock and Robin had. It going into the later into the 80s. So I'm going with this. Let's go to the comments.
Alrighty. That looks way more classy.
Okay.
This I love that. Wish it was bigger.
Okay, fair enough.
That it has more pop to it.
Sure.
This.
Okay, good deal.
She can't vote twice. She said this twice.
Yes, you did.
I guess she being this the women's championship, she wanted to definitely make sure her point was heard. All right, this one right here. At WrestleMania 1, we did not get a championship WWF championship defense at WrestleMania 1, but the champion did carry the belt, this to the ring for the main event of WrestleMania 1. And then the main event of WrestleMania 2, he carried that to the ring. So we got Hogan 85 and the Hogan 86, this or that.
Can I say neither?
You're going for the belt, you're going for the belt. The belt alone.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and go with that because it does have more color. And then I am a huge fan of dual plating, as y'all know. So,
okay.
And it's more defined for me.
I think the version that he had was all gold. So but yeah, this version. So yeah, this or that, Joy.
That. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that, but it's way better than this.
Yes, it is.
I might have to take this and do a Frankenstein type thing on it, man. So, but I'm gonna go with that as well. Let's go to the comments.
Alrighty, we got that hot take. I like that more than the Winged Eagle. Okay.
Blasphemy.
That Hogan 86. That.
What kind of belt mark are you to say that you like the Hogan 86 better than Winged? I cannot even believe you just said that. I cannot believe that, generic jobber.
he did. All right. So, WrestleMania 2 is the first WrestleMania we saw a steel cage match. Okay. So that was WrestleMania 2. At WrestleMania 30,
I think that's 35.
35. It might have been. So whichever one was in Tampa Bay, 35, 36. That is the second steel cage match in WrestleMania history. Now, I'm not counting Hell in a Cell because we did get Hell in a Cell in between these. What not?
Why are we not counting Hell in a Cell? It's a damn cage with a top on it.
No. We're not counting. It's a steel cage, so I'm being particular.
First off, that is not even in a steel cage. It's an aluminum cyclone cage. There's nothing steel on that cage.
Can I get my statement out, Joey?
It's made of aluminum.
Can I get this out, Joey? Can I get this out?
It's the same cage as the Hell in a Cell without the top on it. All right, right, whatever.
I'm going off of what they call the match. Okay. I could have even. All right. So for this, do you prefer the blue steel cage that's bigger, have bigger openings and whatnot, or the mesh cage? So this or that.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Pioneer. I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Cause I don't know. That looks like it hurts if you get thrown into that. So this.
Oh, I was going to say, this looks like it hurts if you get thrown into it. That does not really. Again, it's aluminum. The blue cage is a steel cage. That actually is, and that shit is stiff as hell. That's why they like now they ought to stop using that damn ring they use and get cables on it and not use that nonsense rope and crap that gets people injured. But whatever, we ain't gonna talk about that. Anyway, yeah, it ain't even close. Like, the blue cage is awesome.
Yeah. But I know, like all the time it takes to set up whatnot. I'm sure, like nowadays, if they were to use that, they could lower down. I'm gonna go with this as well. So like Metal broke the point. Yeah, it looks like it hurts if you get rammed into that. Let's go to the comments.
And it doesn't look like it moves much. Because I got to watch it. Okay. All right. And it was it wasn't on Monday. Okay. It's a steel fence match. Okay.
It's not even steel.
Hush, Joey. The mesh cage.
It's like when they say it's a 20-foot ladder, but it's like a 16-foot or something at best.
Yeah. And I'm getting off. Damn. I'm working. All right. See you later, Dinesh. Oh, it's the cage. Oh, it is the cage. That. Okay.
Yeah. So that is kind of like what the start of when you hear a steel cage. So universally, unless you're like in Memphis and you use chicken wire cage that they used and whatnot. So and they call it a steel cage. But I digress, Joey. I digress.
I gotta see Joey's point,
not counting Hell in a Cell though.
All right,
I agree with Joey's point though.
Yeah. WrestleMania 2 is where we saw our first battle royal. The WrestleMania 2 had the NFL players and wrestlers in it in that one. WrestleMania 4 is the one we saw all wrestlers at it from Atlantic City. In both of these battle royals, Bret Hart was the runner-up. He was thrown out by the eventual winner. This or that.
Dang. I'm really trying to remember this one on WrestleMania 2.
We're talking about we're comparing the battle royals.
Yeah, the battle royals itself. Now, some of the names that were in WrestleMania 2. You had the Hart Foundation. You had Andre the Giant. You had TRC.
That was way better. I'm sorry, that was way better. And
I remember that.
Bad News Allen setting Bret Hart up and smashing him and then throwing him that.
They threw him out.
Finish.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember that one from all this.
But
going from my memory, I'm gonna go ahead and say that as well.
Okay. The WrestleMania 2 had epic moments. Stop John Studd and Refrigerator Perry.
WrestleMania 2 was trash. What you mean as a whole pay-per-view?
Joey, I'm talking about that match in particular. I didn't say nothing about the whole show. Follow along with me, Joey. Follow along with me here. All right.
Yeah, those NFL players were a disaster in that damn battle royal. I ain't even gonna sit here and sugarcoat it.
Damn it. Oh, Joey, man. I'm going with that as well. Let's go to the comments. Boy, Joy, you're gonna make this a long hour for me. I swear.
That because of Bad News Brown.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that love seeing Bad News Brown hit the ghetto blaster on Bret Hart.
He set him up, and then
I
know it really was.
Yeah.
Joey's ruining Cedric's childhood.
Hey man, I just tell the truth.
I guess because
I'm just trying to kick some knowledge. That's all I'm trying.
Bret Hart is in both photos.
I know. I said that. If you are busy trying to contradict me and be so judgmental, I said that. He was the last man eliminating both battle royals.
I know, but somebody said that because Bret Hart's in the photo. I'm like, he's in this photo too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talking about this comment right here.
Oh, okay. Good deal. All right. Where we at now? All right. So, right here, this WrestleMania moment is on the wave of two movements. Daniel Bryan Danielson with the Yes movement and Kofi Mania. This or that?
I gotta hit Joey on this one. I gotta hear it. Come on, Joey.
It's this, and it's because this was a rise to the championship that kind of stuck through the rest of Bryan Danielson's whole career. He stayed in the main event. Kofi like slipped on a banana peel and kind of fell into his push, and then he fell off. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna put it this way: Kofi was not a good WWE champion. He was never at the point where he should have been.
Okay.
It just got hot for like a second, but by the time he won the belt, afterwards it fizzled out real quick.
The WrestleMania moment is what you're judging right here. The WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, still this was bigger in that respect. He got put over twice in one damn night. He beat Triple H and he came out there and beat Randy Orton and Batista in the same match. I mean, you can't get put over bigger than that. I mean, at the end of the day, I think this was a much bigger moment.
Okay, man up.
Yeah, I agree with Joey saying, but I think Kofi Mania was pretty good. I really do. I think him winning the title at that moment and what he had to go through to win the title, his tag team partners winning a tag team gauntlet, all that good stuff, for him to get that moment, I think that was pretty good. So, even though he took the place of, I cannot think of the man's name off the top of my head right now, but he took the place of someone who got injured. So, I'm going with that.
Yeah. That was both of them were feel good moments. I'm leaning more towards that as well. Let's go to the comments.
Alrighty. Wrestling Bunker says this. Got that. Hello, Stephen Hammer. How you doing? Kofi Mania, the story was better with DB, but Kofi Mania was cool to see.
Okay.
All right.
I don't get that either, because then people still had, it may have, but what you're saying, but people acted like it was a shame Brock Lesnar beat Kofi Kingston in like seconds, and it's like, you really saw that match being competitive? Like, I'm sorry, Kofi Kingston looks like a joke next to Brock Lesnar. Why are you looking like that? You don't remember that match, man?
No, I remember that match. It was on SmackDown, the premiere on Fox.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Kofi Kingston is like 165 pounds.
But
let's be real.
But we're just talking about this particular moment and probably
I know,
build up to the moment.
In general, he shouldn't have been the champion. His title reign was a flop.
Vaughn says this. Sorry, Kofi.
Okay.
Kofi took Mustafa Ali. There we go. Thank you, Generic.
That's another one that I could not believe was even talk about him going to a title match.
All right, so Joey, this is what you gave me. 2 Intercontinental Championship matches.
All right, I'm gonna piss off a whole lot of people here.
Okay.
I have watched, like a lot of people, Macho Man Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat probably 24 times or more in my life. It is not the greatest match I've ever seen even by a long shot. It was a good match, and I'll say this: to me, like my biggest criticism is, and I've said this to y'all before, this is a match that was built up by Randy Savage injuring Steamboat and really working him over. There was no heat in this match. It just got put the way it was put on. It was very choreographed, which I think is not the mark of a great match. And the only thing to me when the match got good is when Ricky Steamboat started turning it into a Ricky Steamboat match. And you got all the false finishes and close falls at the end, which is all Ricky Steamboat. But to beat him with an inside cradle for the IC title and barely win it at that after being injured and going away, I just thought that finish fell flat for the greatest match in WrestleMania history. On the other hand, Bret Hart and Roddy Piper stole WrestleMania 8 easily. And I'm saying that. And this is a match that went on after Macho Man and Ric Flair. And to me, you couldn't even compare the two matches. Hart and Piper stole that show easily. It probably realistically, in all things considered, should have been the main event based off the quality of the match and the story and everything that went into it. To me, I'm sorry to say this, I think Hart and Piper was a better Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania than Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat. I think the story was amazing. I love Piper almost resorting back to his old self, grabbing the ring bell, and I love the way Bret Hart pinned him.
That's a great
at
finish.
the end, I thought it was an amazing finish. I thought the selling was on another level by Bret Hart. After he got color and everything, and the bleeding, to me, that match was a masterpiece. And I mean, and again, I'm not knocking Ricky Steamboat, Randy Savage. I think it was a great match. I just think it's a little overrated when people just act like it's the greatest match in the history of wrestling, because it really wasn't.
Okay. Yeah. I appreciate that clarification. I'll never vote against Macho Man ever. So y'all already know where I'm going. Man up.
Really, Cedric? That's the only reason why you're choosing this.
Yes. Yeah. I will. My number one and my number two favorite wrestlers of all time in a match. Yeah. And I still talk about. I'll never go against it ever.
Okay.
It's still about because it's a narrative that got put on for so long and people just follow it.
Yeah, but on the same token, I appreciate the talents of both of them, choreographed or not. So I mean,
I don't know. I'll take the. You could tell Piper and Hart called it out there, and that to me makes it special too. It's like that's an art to me, way more than choreographing. But that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm agreeing with Joey. It's that for me. It's that. I love Piper and I love Hart, so it's that.
Good deal. Good deal. Let's go to comments.
Cedric, you silly.
It's all good. Hey.
That Stephen Evans says that. Generic Jobs, that seeing Bret Hart reverse to the sleeper hold was very shocking to me.
Incredible finish.
That was a great finish. And I was shocked when I saw it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I can't get over
Platinum
you on that one.
Also got a comment up there.
Yeah.
Platinum was sweet. Yeah.
Good argument,
he did
Joey.
go with this.
I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, man up. You gave me this one.
Yeah. All righty. So we all know it was WrestleMania 19 Stone Cold retirement match. And then of course a supposedly dream match with Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. Now, but I if I say anything else, I'm gonna give away my answer. But what do you guys think? This or that?
This.
I guess I'm going to go with this too, based off the. I mean, to me, I don't think either match was great, to be honest. To me, I'm just not a fan of The Rock. I don't like all the goofy stuff in the match, and to me, there was a lot of that goofy crap. But as we sat here and watched that on a watch along on Twitch, I just thought to myself, wow, this is really not a great match. Like, it's really just a very basic wrestling match with a couple of high spots and a finish. It's, I mean, to act like that should, I mean, people act like, oh, Kurt Angle's had all these 5-star matches and this was one, and that was one of them. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. So I'll give it to this just because of Austin's end of it. But The Rock putting on Austin's vest and being goofy and silly out there like he does in every match, just, and him overselling everything. Now, I'm sorry. It's to me it's trash, but I'm gonna go with this just because overall I give it to Austin on that.
Man up.
What did you say, Cedric?
I said this. This.
Okay. I'm going with that because I agree with Joey. I think Rock did do too much overselling, and I think if it was going to be Austin's last match, well, supposedly last match, I think he should have went over on his way out. My personal opinion. But so
that's not usually the way it's done in wrestling, though.
Yeah. So with those two right there, and then I do think Kurt is a great wrestler. I'm not taking nothing from Shawn, don't get me wrong, but I think that was a way better match than this, if you ask me.
Okay. All right, let's get to the comments.
Vaughn says that.
Okay.
Platinum says this.
Okay.
Generic this simply because I don't want to the Spirit of Stone Cold hit me with a stone. Oh
man,
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, man.
It happened.
All right, so we shared some of the stuff from WrestleMania, some highlights, some of our matches. Let's take a look at some other moments in wrestling history. Here's one right here where we have Braun Strowman and 10-year-old Nicholas winning the Raw Tag Team Champions against the Bar in New Orleans.
Oh.
Then we have Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn from WrestleMania 36.
Oh my God!
Two moments
I'm getting a headache just looking at
definitely
this.
got us scratching our heads. So this or that.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Okay, I understand what they were doing with what was that WrestleMania? Which one was that with Braun Strowman? What WrestleMania again?
That was 34.
Okay, I understand what they were doing there, and I get the marketing behind all that. Don't get me wrong, I do.
I don't. I wish somebody would explain it to me, but okay.
Well, yeah, I don't want to say the wrong thing on here, but I also get that it's just supposed to be a funny match with Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn, and some of the antics, it's him with his TV show and all that stuff was funny antics. So I get it. Don't get me wrong. Both of them was dumb. Both of them was stupid. But if I'm gonna pick one, I'm gonna say that because it was Johnny Knoxville's his wheelhouse, his circle, him doing what he normally do. So I'm gonna say that.
Okay. All right, Joey.
Well, I'm gonna go with this. And I'm gonna go with this. What's the kid's name?
Nicholas.
I'd rather see Nicholas win the tag team title than see Johnny Knoxville or Sami Zayn wrestle, to be 100% honest with you. And that is because Johnny Knoxville is a fucking idiot, and Sami Zayn looks like a Dollar Tree action figure of Mick Foley that somebody took the shirt off of. And yeah, he's like a shitty Mick Foley from Wish, in my opinion.
Oh my God. Damn, Joey.
At least look, Nicholas is probably in better shape than both of them too. I mean, to be honest, so I'm gonna go with this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Although they ought to be freaking ashamed for having Braun Strowman beat the Bar by himself. That's just wrong. But on the fact that it's Knoxville and Zayn, I'm gonna give Nicholas the credit and say this.
Joey did not let me down. when I came over there, I'm like, oh yeah, Joey's gonna go in on this. I'm gonna go with this.
Did you think I was gonna pick this though?
I did.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
I knew you was gonna shit on that, so that's why I made sure I put that in there. I'm going with this as well. I was actually at WrestleMania for this, so and Nicholas when Nicholas got tagged in, that building exploded, man. That pop was huge. So I'm telling you, man, hey, you can't put one over on former Raw Tag Team Champion Nicholas, man. I'm just saying. It
was funny because right before the show, I was watching that match. I was watching it.
Was that done so they could say somebody was younger than Rene Dupree or something like that?
I don't know.
So Rene Dupree, the youngest tag team champion before this, or something like that at 19, and they were like, they just have to take an accolade from him.
I think so.
Let's go to the comments.
Oh wow. Okay. That at least it was stupid. Yeah, that's what I said. At least it was in his wheelhouse. That because it was stupid fun. Yep.
Okay.
That Knoxville and Sami were entertaining and shouldn't have been terrible, but it wasn't.
Okay.
Should have been terrible, excuse me.
Okay.
This could have been done at a house show. Okay, never mind. Okay, this could have been done at a house show. Okay, I read that all wrong. Or neither this and that was worth my time. So it's or for me.
I feel you on that,
Joey makes a good point. Joey Cornette on my
Cornette on Knoxville
versus Sami.
Fuck you bye.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Next one. We're highlighting two Edge moments. First one is the spear off of the ladder. to the ground, and from WrestleMania 7 and WrestleMania 22, Edge Spirit Mick Foley into the flaming table. Oh my God, moment. Which one, this or that?
This, and it ain't even close for me. This,
Okay.
because I thought Jeff was dead.
Yes,
I really did. Oh my God! And I think you said this before on a previous show, Cedric. Why didn't Jeff just undo the belts and fall down? I know you got to do the show. I know, I get it, but this all day long for me.
Joy.
This, but not because of Edge, because of Jeff Hardy and the spot and the way he sold it. He's the one that took the part of it, so I'm gonna give it to him, not because of Edge.
Yeah. I'd say it was the common denominator, Joe. That's all I did for it. That's all I did for it. It's the moment. So yeah, I'm going with this as well. I still remember popping when I saw that live. I was like, it was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, like Hardy should not be able to walk after this one. Let's go to the comments.
Yeah, I thought he was out of here.
That just sums up Mick Foley's career, though.
Basically. And I remember Edge was talking about he had all the burns. He could still smell his flesh burning after that. Platinum says this. Yeah.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
This for generic. Yeah. Vaughn says, "Oh, easily this iconic."
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta agree.
Good deal. Yes, guys. So WrestleMania, as it evolved over the years, when I
wouldn't say evolved again. There's that word, evolve.
Oh dear God, Joey, you can't pick everything I'm freaking saying. Let me get the point out first.
Hey man, you keep using that
WrestleMania has grown over the years to not just an event. It came into a wrestling spectacle, and to be being the wrestling time of the year. Okay.
Mutated is right, Platinum. Mutated is right. I wouldn't say evolved because it did not grow. It did not grow into a higher being. It did not ascend to any higher level of existence, or it did not become anything greater. It just became, and they didn't get the F out. They got the W out. The second one.
You done?
Far from it, but I can't wait till we get to the next one.
I'm midstream, but I'm trying to get my freaking thought out. You interrupted. You have to interrupt me. It's crazy. I'm just saying. I'm trying to segue into something here.
All right.
WrestleMania has grown, and as WrestleMania grown, a lot of other companies have converged on to the WrestleMania host city. And it truly has become a wrestling fan dream. Not just WWE in town, but other companies coming into town as well. So this weekend in Vegas, there's definitely other wrestling that is going on. So for those who WWE isn't your cup of tea, you definitely have options. If you're not going to be in Vegas, you know that you can watch at home as well. Trilogy TV has a great deal, guys. You can catch a lot of wrestling this coming week. This coming weekend, 18 shows for free, basically. If you go to TrilogyTV.com, they have a 7-day free trial, which you can watch all types of freaking wrestling. GCW is hosting the WWID Championship Tournament starting tomorrow. Dragon Gate USA, the Rebirth. The Fire Wrestling on the 17th. The WrestleCon Super Show. That's usually a banger. We got Spark Joshi, ladies wrestling. Oh, that's a pay-per-view. GCW's Josh Burnett's Bloodsport. That's available. Progress Wrestling. All is 18 different events that you can get for absolutely free. Absolutely free if you sign up for Trilogy TV Plus. Or if you're already a member of Trilogy TV Plus, it's $6.99 a month. So whether you can take advantage of the free trial, or if you can take advantage of the $6.99, you get 18 matches from this weekend right at your fingertips. So definitely an option if you want more than what WWE is giving us this weekend. That's an option. So Joe, you said you was looking forward to Bloodsport.
I'm not actually going to watch it. I'm not honestly a fan of GCW personally.
No,
so I'm not going to be watching it. But I said I've heard a lot about it though. Definitely, I've heard a lot about Bloodsport and everything, but no, not for me.
Oh,
if I want to watch MMA, I'll just watch MMA.
Okay. Good deal. All right, guys. Now since we got that covered. Real quick. I do want to highlight one of these shows is this the Gate of Revolution on April the 18th at I think it's 10 p.m. my time. I want to highlight that because unless you missed the you missed the watch along, we announced our next guest. Our next guest will be appearing at this show. So let me share that with y'all real quick. Where is that? There it is. Get up there. Boy, my mouse is acting retarded right at the moment. There. The Renaissance woman Hyan will be joining us in 2 weeks' time. She's gonna be out there in Las Vegas. She got a couple of matches going on. The current Queen of Indies tournament winner. She's gonna be stopping by Bells and Belts on April the 29th. So make sure you have your face in the place and for Hyan, one of the best wrestlers in the world. So we're excited to have her joining us on the 29th. All right, guys. We now to get into WrestleMania itself. All right, we're gonna take a look at the matches. The first match we're gonna take a look at is Damian Priest going against Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight. And we have AJ Styles going against Logan Paul. For this, for this or that, I want you to tell us which match you're looking forward to. Then we will do predictions after that. Joe, man up first.
This. Out of these two, is this. Nothing against AJ Styles, but I'm not a huge Logan Paul fan at all. He's very athletic, but I don't think he can wrestle at all. So it's this for me.
Joey.
I don't have anything to really say. I'm just gonna. Can I pick four like generic Jobber did on the other thing? I mean, it's either bisexual Undertaker on one side or stuntman Logan Paul over here. That can't actually wrestle, but he did learn to perform some moves. So good on him. Yeah. What do you want me to say?
I would say this or that.
I think it's fun, Joey, on that one. You got him on that one.
I just don't have an opinion on this. I guess I'll go with this.
It intrigued. I'm gonna go with that because I'm curious because I watched the interview today when I'm curious to see if it plays out. Kerry Cross put in an interview because he was trying to bring out a version of AJ that's been missing and whatnot. So he felt like he brought that out of him in the match on Raw. So in the interview, basically he was telling AJ that he definitely need to bring it going against Logan Paul for all the guys who have paid their dues. he said that in an interview. So I'm gonna say that because I'm curious. I'm curious to see if that plays out. The Damian Priest Drew McIntyre match. That story has been evolving. Let me choose another word because Joey hates when I use that freaking word. That story has been developing since last year's Mania when Damian Priest cashed in on Drew McIntyre. So I'll give a little shout out to that in regards to long-term storytelling. But I'm looking forward to that. Let's go to the comments.
I mean, I haven't followed it closely, but you say long-term storytelling, but it just seems like they kind of ran out of time and just threw that match back together and were like, hey, but last year.
I think they threw Logan Paul, AJ Styles together at the last minute because they all of a sudden want to start a match. What 2 weeks ago or something like that?
No, especially after like Elimination Chamber and all that stuff. So
I can tell Logan Paul's been watching indie wrestling where he got his new finishing move from.
Yeah,
but to involve Karrion Kross in anything right now it's just a sad state of what they've done with him.
Yeah, they're not really doing much with Karrion Kross, to be honest with you.
He brought up like his last singles match was July of last year on Raw. So
I mean, respectfully, there's a large percentage of their roster anyway that hasn't paid any dues. So, including people wearing belts in the company. So that's all I'll say. You think Braun Breaker's paid any dues? I don't give a shit who his family is.
Let's go to the comments.
Can't argue. All right. I'm going to say that because I know Logan can go.
Okay.
That because it may be AJ Styles' last WrestleMania. AJ for the
He ain't gonna win.
This poor AJ, he deserves better. Yes. Now that Joey said bisexual taker, this does give out bisexual vibes.
Why do I feel like people have not heard of him called that? But that is very well known on the internet that he's called bisexual Undertaker by the IWC.
Joey is not a fan of Kross because he has a good
Jesse impression.
I am a fan of Kross, just not in WWE or the way he's been used or how they've done with him. It's sad.
I agree with that.
I actually do think he's a really talented guy. They have so little for him to do. They just let him, they're letting him do indie shots now.
I'm just thinking, this is just a guess on my part. I'm thinking he's injured. Because why not use the guy?
Ross? No.
That's the only thing I can think of. Why not use him?
He's doing indie shows.
Ooh.
I mean, granted, they let him do the Chris Bay show, but because that's his home promotion too. But he's done other indie matches recently because they have nothing for him. They just don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
First off, his look now, the growing out the hair and all that stuff, big mistake. Because Killer Kross with the gimmick was awesome.
All righty.
All right. Keeping the party going. The two women singles matches at WrestleMania: Jade Cargill and Naomi, and we have the WWE Women's Championships. Tiffany Stratton defending against Charlotte Flair.
I'm laughing at Joey.
Oh damn! My God. You know what? I'm going to say this only because I can't stand to look at Charlotte Flair's picture with I don't know how many 100 damn plastic surgeries she's had to make herself look like this Frankenstein-ass freaking, I don't know, she's starting to look like that Muppet. I can't remember her name, the one with the blonde hair and stuff.
Damn.
On the Muppets back in the day. She oh my God, she has gotten herself in less physical shape than she's ever been in, to where she looks awful. Like her overall appearance just is like, what the hell happened? Now, don't get me wrong, Natalia's borderlining her with the damn plastic surgeries because she's unrecognizable at this point. She don't even look like herself from 5 years ago. But neither does Charlotte. Charlotte come back looking like a completely different person and not for the better. Now, Naomi and Jade Cargill is going to be a shit show because neither one of them can wrestle. But Tiffany Stratton is too green to carry Charlotte Flair's ass through this thing. God knows. I'm gonna go with this just because of the lack of plastic surgery there.
Damn.
This is going to be an example. First off, if you're going to put Jade Cargill is the female Ultimate Warrior at this point. She can't work, she can't wrestle, but at least you got to put her in there with somebody who can. And if Trinity's run in TNA taught me anything, is that she cannot go. She is not a good wrestler. She's another one that needs to be in there with somebody that can go. And even then, like her and Mickey James was a flat out disaster to wrestle each other. So yeah. Oh my God, this is going to be awful. But wow, I can't take it.
Okay, so one, I think you putting this into that format. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, man up. Which one are you looking forward to?
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm sorry. Got predictions for this one.
I'm gonna say AJ.
You're gonna say man up? Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna say AJ, and I'm gonna say Damian.
Okay, Joy.
I'll say Damian, but I'm going with Logan Paul. I don't think AJ's going over in that match.
Yeah, I'm going with Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. All right. So this to that man up.
All right. Now, like I said, I'm sorry, Joey's cracking me up, boy.
All I see is a dumpster fire.
I'm sorry. All right. Now, like I said before, when we had our watch along for whatever, I think it was Elimination Chamber or Royal Rumble or whatever it was.
Rumble.
Yeah, the Rumble. Charlotte winning is just repetitive. So I'm hoping Tiffany do win. It's not a prediction yet. But to pick which one I want out of this, because Charlotte is just over and over and over, and it's like, come on, it's enough of that. Let's just go ahead and go with somebody else. So I'm gonna say this.
Okay, I'm going with this. Off of the story. I love seeing that. I love seeing the different the different attitude of Naomi. Escaping away from that glow and kind of going a little bit more edgier. So So I'm looking forward to this. I think I think Naomi's going to pull it out, and I think Tiffany's going to pull it out. Predictions?
I'm gonna say Tiffany and Jade.
Okay.
I would tend to agree. Tiffany and Jade. I don't think Naomi's winning that match.
All right, let's go.
I think this is going to be a moment for Jade to try to get her over, but it's going to flop. Trumpy old man, my ass. I see the comments. I'm like, I just. If this excites you, okay. I mean,
oh my God!
He told me to hush about Jade. Show me a good Jade Cargill wrestling match. Give me a fucking break.
Oh, easily this. That because I want to see Tiffany beat the brakes off of Frank.
He gets it. He gets it.
Janice
he
the
gets
Muffin.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Joey's character is now grumpy old man.
Character. It's not a character.
You hush about Jade, Joey.
Calling it like I see it.
Drew
no, I'm
and
not.
AJ.
Okay.
Drew and AJ, Jade and Flair. Okay.
It would indicate to anybody that Drew McIntyre is going to win.
Oh man!
All right.
I even watched it, but even come on.
Yeah. All right. The tag team title defenses at WrestleMania. We got the War Raiders going against the New Day. We have Liv and Raquel going against Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. This or that.
This for me.
Okay, Joy.
Oh my God! These are the popcorn break matches. Goddamn, or a beer piss break, whatever it is. This right here, night 1 piss break, night 2 piss break. I'm gonna go with this just because it'll be a better match, probably. But yeah, if there were two I mean, especially the men's one is probably nobody even knows this match is even on the show, let alone care. But Probably both of them in that respect. Oh my God. Yeah, this.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, Joey cracked me up.
Yeah. I'm going with this. I'm picking New Day to win, and I'm picking Liv and Raquel to retain. Predictions.
All right, Liv and Raquel
Sure.
to retain, and is it War Raiders or Viking? No,
Yeah,
War Raiders.
yeah. Okay.
To retain.
Joy don't care.
Sure. Same.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Look, I don't watch it anyway, but
Yeah.
Even these matches have zero buzz. And even I know that just from watching it, seeing news and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, they're trying to get a little edge on it with the New Day and the War Raiders. So
Nobody gives a shit about the New Day's heel turn.
That's what I said. I thought that was stupid, but whatever.
The tag team titles on both shows is flatter than a damn pancake.
Oh my goodness.
Comments made up. We're up against it.
This if Big E return at the end. This War Raiders win. Also New Day and Judgment Day.
Okay.
What's Big E going to return to do? Stand out there?
Do I have to pick?
And help the War Raiders win?
Yeah, Big E ain't doing nothing.
All right. We have the U.S. Championship, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Then we got the four-way match for the Intercontinental title. This or that. Which one are you looking forward to?
This. It ain't even close. This.
Joy.
Just because of Jacob Fatu.
Mm-hmm.
And if he don't win, that's some bullshit. But I mean, like, yeah.
This is well. Yeah, Jacob Fatu, and just to piss off, man, Dominic to win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, you would say that. I know it.
Yes, just to piss you off. Predictions.
Jacob and Braun.
Okay, Joy.
Again, it's hard for me to predict because I just don't know enough about it. I guess I'll predict LA Knight retains and Finn Balor wins the Intercontinental belt. I don't think Dominic is gonna be able to win it because I think Finn Balor would screw him before he screws Finn.
I literally just picked Dom just to piss off man up. Let's go to the comments.
Yeah. Where we at? Do I have to pick? Oh no, that was from the last one. Sorry. This Jacob Fatu for the win. LA and Dom.
Jacob Fatu should win.
Yeah, I think he is.
And Solo Sikoa should be not on the show. But that's another story. Yeah. This boring ass.
All right. Two triple threat matches at WrestleMania. First one for the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bianca Belair. Then we have the night one main event, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Which way are you looking forward to, this or that?
Damn, I want to say both, only because of Rhea Ripley and CM Punk. But if I had to pick, I'm going to say this.
Okay. Joy?
I'm going to go with, I'm not looking forward to either one of them, but I'm going to go with that just because that is the draw. It's obviously one of the big drawing matches of the second biggest match on WrestleMania.
Okay.
That's not even disputable.
Okay. They have this. The women have a good story going into WrestleMania as well as main event. Yeah, I'm going with that, but I am intrigued with this and whatnot. I'm picking EO to retain because of that internal struggle between Rhea and Bianca that have been on display whatnot. And treating EO as an afterthought. I'm picking EO to retain. In the men's match, Seth Rollins will win it. Man up.
Yeah, I'm picking Rhea Ripley, and I'm picking CM Punk.
Okay, Joy.
I think Seth Rollins is going to win the men's match because I think there'll be too much. Again, with Punk and Roman, I think Roman and Punk is going to be the story coming out of it, but Seth will get the win. In the women's match, To me, it's a joke, like because there's one star in this match and two that are just in there, and I'm just being real. So Rhea probably won't win, but she should because she's the one everybody really cares about there. To me, Bianca Belair just kind of got thrown into this thing. What like did she win the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber? Which one did she do?
She was the chamber. Yeah, Rhea basically Bogart her way in.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like it just kind of seems like Bianca was in a tag team and in this other drama and other storyline for all this time, and then they just pulled her and put her in this and had her win the Elimination Chamber. But to me, she's not over, not at that level. She needs to be, and Io Sky obviously is not, and just got the title thrown on her. So it's kind of like, wow, they tried very hard to create a big match for. This is the problem when you try to bill it as you try to have two women's world champions and not enough stars.
Io's been getting a little bit. Io's been getting a buzz lately. He's been getting
after she lost in the women's intercontinental title tournament and then just gets a shot at the women's world. Again, it doesn't make sense. And then she wins it, and it's kind of like, wow. You could say she's getting buzz, but I see the crowd reactions, and I ain't seeing the star quality, the star power.
Okay, let's get those comments.
This Mommy for the win, Real for the win or nothing. That Belair and Seth, and that.
All right. Last but not least, for the two main championship, we got Cody Rhodes and John Cena in the main event of night 2, and we got Gunther and Jey Uso for the world title on night 1. Which match you're looking forward to, this or that?
That for me.
Go ahead and predict while you're at it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, that, and I'm gonna say Jey Uso, and like I said before, I think they trying to make this a big deal of John Cena winning 17. That's the only reason why I'm saying this. I mean, I'm saying John Cena. I'm sorry, but it's that for me. So Jey and Cena.
Okay, Joy.
Out of the two, definitely that, just because of Gunther. I do think Jey Uso's going to win, and that's sad. That saddens me because he shouldn't. I don't give a shit how over he is. He shouldn't, because I have a strong unless his title reign is going to be short and he's dropping it back like next month to Gunther, because I just don't think he has it to carry to be the world champion. I don't see it in him. And I don't give a shit how over he is at the time. I don't think Jey Uso can perform at that level, no matter what his moniker is. I don't see it as a single star. I think Gunther's title reign should continue, and it probably won't. But as far as the match goes, it's definitely going to be the better match. I don't need to see the anabolic chicken win a 17th WWE championship. It doesn't do nothing for me, and the fact is, we all know Ric Flair won over 20 world titles anyway, and Jerry Lawler won more than that. So he ain't breaking any record, especially when you win the same championship 17 times. Like, let's be real. And maybe more than one championship, but the same company. It's essentially the same championship. So it's one thing to win all your championships in one company. That's not comparable to Ric Flair being the traveling NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the WWF Champion, the WCW World Champion, and International World Champion at that. So it's like, again, you win it when all your belts in one company. Is he going to win?
Okay, so that's a long-winded way of you saying you long-winded way of saying who wins.
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's really sad, but probably John Cena.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that. Jay will win it. Cody will retain. Comments.
All righty. Vaughn says this. I also says Cena and Jay. This Cody wins. Jay is going to be another Kofi. 18 because the undisputed champion is still the WWE and Universal titles. Okay. Yeah. All that.
What does that even matter?
for I don't know.
All that for I don't know. All right, guys. All right, so that's our this is that WrestleMania edition. We do a little twist to what we did last year and whatnot. It's definitely a good way to get Joey's true opinion on how he feels.
I mean, you're the one that wanted me here for this, and I'm like,
You gotta be here, Joey. You gotta be here.
You gotta be here.
Nah.
As always, guys, we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. We ask you continue to support us on all things we do. Don't forget TrillerTV.com. You can catch if WWE is not your bag, baby. You can go to TrillerTV.com. Sign up for the 7-day free trial. You can check out some of the other wrestling action that is going on this coming week. I will be signing up immediately after we sign off here because I'm gonna have that thing playing in the background while I'm working, man, because there's gonna be a lot of good action that's gonna be going on. Next week, Joe, we put a ball on 2000s. Yes,
Gonna finish it up. Be there. Make a list. It's the best top 10 favorite single wrestlers of the year of the 2000s. So it's the culmination. Be there for it.
Absolutely. So, all right, guys. Enjoy your WrestleMania week. Hope everybody gets out of it with what they want or don't want. But all in all, enjoy being a wrestling fan this week. Okay, for Joy, for Man Up, I'm your boy Cedric D. We will see you guys here next week here on Bells and Belts.